It all began as a country boiled for change. The struggle for second liberation set the stage for a grueling battle between reformists and the masters of the status quo. It was a long, protracted battle that saw many fall by the wayside through bullet, others held incommunicado, and many left with lifetime injuries. Sounds of gunshots, the pepper, air filled with smoke and dust, and the wailing of women and children, choking in the dark smoke of poisoned air.
Vita imetuchokesha huko ndani, tunawauliza mtupatie amani, msituue, mnatuia nini?
That was the way of life as the gallant sons and daughters of the soil fought against the oppressive, authoritarian and tyrant leadership of the Kanu regime.
When we are confronted with that situation, people tried within Parliament for those changes to come about. There should be a repeal of what then was Section 2A of the Constitution. And when the movement of reform within Parliament was not succeeding to transition Kenya into a multi-party state, then a decision was made that we need an extra parliamentary movement.
Malicious. It had a blend of violent politicians whose agenda was to liberate Kenya. Chance of no reforms, no budget was their daily cup of tea. So relentless were these members of parliament. Parliamentary business, even in the presence of President Daniel Arap Moi.
Many veterans like Jaramogi Odinga, like Masinde Muliro, Acheno Neko, Martin Shikuku, some of them who had partly been in parliament and thrown out through rigged elections. Some of them had undergone detention, and together with a group of young politicians and reformers that included the likes of Raila'S, Odinga. We had people like Paul Mute, Gitobu, manyora, and some of the members who had been in a group in parliament known as the Seven Bearded Sisters. Some of them joined this movement that was to push for change.
The liberation journey began with the formation of the regional fort. It was a formidable force that posed danger to Kanu regime. It later split into Fort Kenya and Fort Asili. One half led by Mzee Jaramogi Odinga and the other by Kenneth Stanley Njindo Matiba. A divided opposition in 1992 handed Kanu and Moi a lifeline, enabling it to win the subsequent general election.
Moi eventually, looking at the situation in the country, the temperature, the political temperature in the country, a multi-party state. At that famous meeting at Kasarani, a multi-party state. At that famous meeting at Kasarani,
Popo alikuwa akiwalaghai wa ndege na wanyama. Akienda kwa wanyama anasema mimi ni mmoja wenu. Hamoni kama nina masikio, nina meno. Ndege gani ambaye iko na meno? Anakaribishwa, anapewa chakula. Halafu kesho anaenda kwa ndege. Anamwambia ndege mimi ni mmoja wenu. Hamuoni kama mimi nina mabawa na paa angani? Mnyama gani ambaye anaweza kupaa angani?
That is when a big rally was organized in 1990 at Kamkunji. And a lot of people were beaten up, a lot of people died, and eventually there was pressure from the international community.
Kenya had to be liberated anyway.
Tunataka kusema ya kwamba kutoka leo mambo yetu itaendelea mbele.
In all this struggle, one man stood out, Raila Amolo Odinga. He was one among equals, but his heart, resilience, determination, audacity and courage endeared him to the people. The clamor for the review of the Constitution was fired up when NAC took over power in the December 27, 2002 general election.